Hello and welcome to Gem Y Footy episode 6. We're excited because there's a St Kilda footballer in the building. He's our BFF from the St Kilda Footy Club and he's back on home soil. Nick Dal Santo, welcome.
Thanks for having me, boys. Very excited to be back, firstly in Australia,
Yes.
and then also be back on your show. It's been 4 weeks and I have missed you a little bit.
Oh, that's cute.
And we've missed you too, Dal, and of course, being on a holiday, which is what you were on. And did you,
a working holiday.
A working holiday.
Yeah, did you bring us back anything?
I didn't bring you back anything, unfortunately.
Nice,
no
thank you.
sheep, no 4 points, nothing. I'm sorry.
You're a bit tired, aren't you?
Oh, I'm a little bit tired, but I promise next time I'm on the show I will bring you a gift.
Oh, great.
Speaking about last time I was on the show, I did set you guys some homework and I said you've got 1 month to get it sorted, so here it is, here's the deadline. I needed you to speak to Mike Sheen and see what his issue with me is. Why aren't I in his top 50? Did you do that?
Yeah, of course we did.
Firstly,
What are you talking about, for one?
Yeah, well here's my footage that I was talking about from earlier on.
Mike Sheen didn't have you in the top 50.
Yes.
What do you got to say?
He's wrong, and I want you two to find out what I've done wrong to Mike Sheen and not be in there.
We will.
So there's the footage, boys. How'd you go? Any homework done?
Of course. We were great students, weren't we, Frankie?
one thing I used to love at school was homework, and I always used to get it done on time.
Except your dog always ate it.
So, this has become one of football's biggest feuds, let's be honest. Nick Dal Santo not being in Mike Sheen's top 50, we had to find out why, Dean.
Yeah.
And as good students always do, they come through with the goods and have a look at what happened.
We're somehow being allowed inside Fox Footy in reception here, Frank. We're waiting for Mike Sheen. We're going to get to the bottom of this. He's only moments away. We've seen his car rock up, and we're told he's going to be very shortly.
Absolutely, we're very excited about this because, as we said, this is one of football's biggest feuds. And
Is that Mike Sheen there? I think he's coming now. Right, here he comes. Okay, let's just head over him. Mike Sheen. Dean.
Not you two.
How are you?
You've been warning me for years. Hello, boys.
Well, we're giving
Is this street talk?
No, well, we've been given a little assignment because you've been bullying Nick Dal Santo in your top 50. Well, the problem is he hasn't been inside your top 50 in 2013, and we need to get to the bottom of it. Why isn't he in it?
Nicky Dell. Lovely boy, Nick.
Not a good player?
No, of course he's a good player. I left him out, did I, at the start of the year?
Yeah, you did.
What does Nick, after 5 rounds, what does Nick think about that choice?
Well, he said this round one, so maybe
You blokes should have come to me early on this one. I think I'm winning at the moment.
the selection's probably warranted now. No, not at all, Nick. But also there's another one, personal vendetta against him. We believe
Personal vendetta.
because 37 you had him at in 2012. He was all show in 2011. Bit harsh.
Look, there is a vendetta. I'll own up to that, Nick. He broke Sam Lane's heart. She's a member of my craft. She took it hard. There had to be retribution, right? So I said, Nick's probably in the top 20 in the comp, but bugger him. I'm leaving him out because of what he did to Sam.
Well, he's married now, so he's happily married.
Oh, is he? Oh, that Sam Lane was a long time ago. Right? It wasn't last year. No, I think it was
to be in the top 50.
Well, there you go, Nick. We've got to the bottom of it, and Mike doesn't think you're a good footballer. Back to you, back to you guys in the studio. Well, that's us. We do it all.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, there you go, Dal. So, Mike Sheen doesn't rate you as a footballer, and you had a relationship with Sam Lane.
Oh, Jules.
That's right.
The Sam Lane bit is definitely not true.
Who started that one?
It was actually Kevin Sheedy. About, I reckon, 8 years ago, I did a segment for another network, and Kevin Sheedy thought it'd be fun to make a little bit of awkwardness between the two panellists.
Okay, very good.
So that's there's no truth in that. But in regards to Mike Sheen saying that I probably don't deserve to be there, probably spot on after 5 weeks. I can't argue with that.
He's not often wrong, Mike Sheen, is he?
Does that mean we have to go and see Kevin Sheedy now? Is that more homework for us? No, don't give us any more.
There's another job.
But will you have right of reply? There's your camera, Dal. Anything you'd like to say to Mike?
Unfortunately, Mike is spot on, and I do take back the homework that I set the boys, and your top 50 is always right.
Now, Dal, New Zealand, you've just got back from there. It was a wonderful spectacle over there. 22,000 packed it out. We've got some vision here at the last post. Was it a good atmosphere? Was there a buzz in the air?
To be completely honest, it was fantastic. It almost felt a little bit like grand final week is in Melbourne. There was St Kilda supporters, there were Sydney supporters in the streets, the restaurants were full, the hotels were full. It was just a really good vibe around the city. So I'd like to think Wellington got something out of it because I know that we did as a football club, and I'd like to think Sydney did as well.
And it's great to have other footy clubs a part of Anzac Day, biggest day on the footy calendar. Plans to do it again in the future, it sounds like?
Yeah, I think so. They definitely want to do Anzac, the game next year, and then going from there, I'm not too sure how many games they can get over there. But I know from my perspective and the boys' perspective at our footy club, we had a great time, apart from losing. But it was actually a really good experience and a privilege to be a part of.
Speaking of the actual game, Nick Riewoldt, he's on fire at the moment. I thought he was done. A lot of people, not done, but just thought he was not going to have
Past
that work
it.
rate that he used to have because
Yeah.
of the knee, but he's had his knee drained just before the game too. But he was best on ground for mine. He's unbelievable at the moment.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He had 19 touches and a goal or two up until half-time, which I didn't realise he was going that well. Obviously, when Nick's playing well, you notice his marks. But because of the conditions, I probably didn't pick up that many. But he didn't quite get the 30, which I think Nick really wants, 30 possessions. So he's not quite at his best, but he was fantastic. And
All
he led-
Australian form.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not on the committee.
Yeah.
All right, pick.
Well, there you go. He's made the All-Australian team in round 5. But no, he's fantastic. I mean, he's a great player and has been for a long time.
Yep.
But maybe a man who might make the All-Australian team one day, Dal. You've gone over to New Zealand, you've plucked out an international rookie, Joseph Baker-Smith. One, why does he have 3 names? And 2, tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, he's got 2 dads, so that's why he's got the 2 surnames. Joey, he's a really good fellow. I actually got to meet him the day after the game a couple of times. He's a nice, shy kid. He was, in his words, he was stoked about becoming an international rookie with the club. And I think it really can be a good relationship. I think he's a fantastic athlete in regards to high jump and running and all those sort of things. So he's got the athletic ability, just about the skill level and those sort of things. But he's young and he can learn.
So he's doing year 13 as we speak still, though, isn't he? So will he come over here once he's done and train with you guys and all that sort of stuff?
I think the way it'll work is his school holidays. He can come over and train at the club, and then from there, I think they'll work out something that suits him. But he'll have to obviously move at some stage if he wants to take it seriously.
And Joseph, Nick actually has a spare room, so you can move in with him and Jules when you come over on school holidays.
It's
There
a
you go.
lovely place
Got him a
too.
spot.
And you're renovating, you're building a new house in Brighton. Is that the
We
plan?
will be.
still?
We're not doing it just at the moment.
No.
Thank you, Frankie.
Something that did catch our eye, because we do stalk you when you're not on the show,
That's
so we
right.
had a good month to stalk you. What about this photo, Frankie? He's got the nice glasses on and he's sitting at the laptop. Hashtag life after footy. Please tell us that Jules took that of you and it was hacked or something.
She did. She actually organised a meeting and wrote it in my diary that we need to catch up at 4 o'clock and go through some stuff off field. And they were her glasses. I don't wear glasses. But I
Sure.
thought, hey, I'm going to try and put my nerd on. So I wore the glasses.